The Frank Haith Show. Brought to you by Pepsi, Don Thornton Cadillac, TTCU, the credit union, River Spirit, and St. Francis Health System. And now your host, Bruce Howard.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to the Frank Haith Show. I'm Bruce Howard, joined by the men's basketball coach at the University of Tulsa, Frank Haith. And, Coach, we're going to actually review the last three games because we had a little bit of a pause because of the COVID situation. But your team recovered very nicely this past week with a good road victory, and you are the road warriors since you're winning so many road games, but you have had so many road games.
Yeah, I think we looked at it. We had 6 out of 7 this past, out of our 7 last games, 6 of them been on the road. And 7 out of 10 in our first 10 league games. So, tough stretch there, but we did finish up 4-3 on the road, so which we'll take that.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Golden Hurricane getting ready to take on the Houston Cougars. That'll be our first highlight coming up next on the Frank Haith Show.
We are the American.
What is true blue? It's true loyalty, supporting others with unwavering commitment. It's true innovation, thinking creatively and strategically to make a difference. It's true strength, taking risks and standing up for what's right. True Blue is a 125-year legacy. Find the true you at the University of Tulsa.
We're back on the Frank Haith Show, and Coach, we're going to back up a little bit and talk a bit about the Houston game on the road. Tough game, always tough to go there, and you just have to bring your lunch pail, don't you?
You do, and give them a lot of credit. I mean, they're one of the best teams in the country, and they're playing like that. We knew it was going to be a tough physical game, and that's what they want, and we just weren't up for the task in terms of physicality of the game, the way it was played. But like I said, give them a lot of credit. Absolutely.
And Houston, of course, had something to play for. Their ranking, first of all, but second, Tulsa had beaten Houston in the earlier matchup, 65-64, right here at the Reynolds Center. So you knew Houston would be coming to play, and your team here early on hit a few threes.
We did. We have good penetration, and we talk about that. Paint touch doesn't mean you shoot it in the paint, but those paint touches create better shot opportunities.
And your second three of the day would be this from Austin Ritchie, tying the game at 6. But then Houston would kind of ratchet up the pressure a little bit.
They did. Obviously they shot the ball. Sasser was incredible here in the first half, shooting the ball, and there he is making a three. And like I said, their physicality, good move by DJ, stepped through making that layup. But they moved the ball so well, and they knocked down threes.
Yeah, they had a 14-0 run, and then obviously that three-pointer by Marcus Sasser. And previous to that game, they had not been a terribly good shooting team overall, three or otherwise. And there's a nice bank shot.
Yeah, they was open on late that night. So, yeah. But the thing is, and we're making some of these threes, but you know, it's not a formula to get back in ball games when you shoot a bunch of threes.
Yeah.
But Brandon right there makes 2 in a row that kind of, you know, give us a couple buckets there before halftime.
But are you shooting too many threes at that point? Relying
Yeah,
too much
I
on
felt
that?
like we were, you know, and I think that's a tendency to feel like there's a 10-point shot out there.
Yeah.
And you instead of continuing to run, do what you do, which we settled in and did more of in the second half and played the game the right way.
Well, there you see the shooting, 30% for the Hurricane. Part of it's not good shooting. Part of it also was pretty good defense by Houston. But you start the second half on a very good note.
Well, and that's my point. We're getting that ball in the paint and attacking in the paint, which is, I think, is important. And there's a nice little pull-up J off a little handback play. You know, here we are. We're going to the glass. There's Brandon on the glass. But we're fighting. We're fighting right now. We're competing, which we, there's a Manny getting a loose ball stick back right there.
And when Ugo made that shot, Coach, you're down by 17, and that's doable.
It is. And, there's Eli. We just kept driving the ball, which that's how you play, when you're trying to get back in the games. And nice little kick out by Brandon to Eli, knocked down a 3 right there. Houston kept scoring.
Right. And I was going to say, at this point, you just don't even look at that bottom part, right? Where the score is, you're just trying to play hard.
Trying to play hard and look at what you're doing offensively and defensively to get better as a basketball team. And, there's sharing the ball by Brandon. And, obviously, I think my thing was just keep battling. And Keyshawn Williams came in and was really, really aggressive. Finished that right there on a break was nice.
Ended up hitting some free throws and a couple of buckets, and this will be his final bucket in the game at Houston. Did a nice job.
Yeah, he did. And like I said, it was aggressive. We got to the free throw line. But you see, we offensively we were much better, but defensively they scored 41 points there in the second half. But our kids fought there in the second half, I felt like.
Yeah, 41-40, as you can see in the second half. Houston winning the second half, but certainly very, very competitive. But Houston obviously had that huge lead at halftime, and so they end up winning the game. So now the big thing always is, Coach, how do you recover from a tough loss like that?
Well, we had a game canceled on us at home, right? And we were anticipating coming back home. So we ended up not playing that weekend, but going to Temple on Tuesday. And, you got to be able to adjust, and that was the next thing for us.
Well, adjust and adapt. That's the story of this COVID year. We'll be back with more on the Frank Haith Show in a moment.
Some people deliver packages, others deliver dinner. At Williams, we deliver natural gas that's safe, clean, and affordable, and have for over 100 years. That's how we fuel the clean energy future. Williams, we make clean energy happen.
Tender Mac is back at Slim Chickens. We start with a 3-cheese blend of Parmesan, Colby, and cheddar to make our legendary mac. Then we top it off with our famous tenders and secret ingredients. Try our Tender Mac Bowl meal or our Buffalo Tender Mac Bowl meal, both served with Texas toast and a regular drink. Whether you're driving through, ordering online, or using our curbside service, Slim's has Southern comfort food covered. Download the Slim Chickens app and order online.
We are the American.
Some people deliver packages, others deliver dinner. At Williams, we deliver natural gas that's safe, clean, and affordable, and have for over 100 years. That's how we fuel the clean energy future. Williams, we make clean energy happen.
This February, River Spirit is sharing the love of money with some lean, mean green. It's easy to feel the love when you cash in on this sweet deal, your share of $125,000. Earn entries daily for 2 red-hot cash giveaways on February 27th. One $25,000 drawing plus a life-changing $100,000 grand prize. It's all for the love of money. Money, money, money. So take home your share of mean green. Only at River Spirit Casino Resort.
We're back on the Frank Haith Show, and Coach, you get the game wiped out against Tulane. Hopefully that'll be rescheduled at some point, but then you get the opportunity on a midweek bye to get a game in. So the league and you and Temple all work that out, that you can play a game on a Tuesday at the Liacouras Center.
Yeah, I wish we could have probably played it at home instead of going up there. But you know, we were, unfortunately, you know, we went on the road and to go play a Temple team that I think starting to play better. They got all their guys back. You know, Battle was a huge addition to their team. He's played the last 2 games. You want to see him. He played extremely well this ball game.
And when you have success on the road, you usually throw the first punch. Unfortunately, Temple got the first 6 before you get a basket inside, and lo and behold, it's Christian Shoemate.
Yeah, you know, he came in the game and practiced well during the week and was aggressive. But you see that 10-2. Again, we, you know, like the Houston game, we're battling from behind to start this ball game, just kind of 2 games in a row.
Right. And a bucket here from the left side as Curtis Haywood gave you a little bit of lift there.
Yeah, Curtis is starting to shoot the ball a little bit better. And really good pass by Austin Ritchie and good finish there by Ray.
And so the Hurricane again hanging in at this point. You know, you've kind of recovered from the early blow by Temple, and there's a nice steal.
Good defense by Brandon. And we're actually, you know, we're battling right here. You know, you can kind of see, you know, good pass again and good finish, good patience right there. It's a 2-point game. We're midway through the first half.
And you weren't sure that Ray Idowu was going to play because of his knee injury.
Exactly, and put him in, and I give them credit, but they shot the lights out. They made, when I went back and watched this tape, I mean, they made some incredibly tough shots. But there's Manny on the offensive rebound stick back, which you know, we'd love to see him do more of that. Again, this good finish, good catch, and good pass out to Keyshawn.
Keyshawn Embry-Simpson with that bucket, and there you are, 26-19, so still hanging in there, but then they made a run at the end of the first half, which obviously you didn't want to have happen.
Exactly, but you know, Eli had 2 fouls.
Right.
And I think this is something we learned. You know, we need to have better play when Eli's not in the game, and they went on that run when we lost our point guard, and we need better play out of other guys, and that was just a bad execution, defensive play. We left the corner. You know,
battle for the rebound here.
Good pass out by Ray. That's a good job.
So you get a 3-pointer there to knock the lead down to 19, but at halftime you have dug yourselves quite a little bit of a hole. Brandon Rochelle with a nice drive and a basket.
Yeah, good finish and good pace there at the top. You know, but we're down 19 here at the half, and you know, we talked at the halftime. We got to come back and, you know, play a little bit harder, play a little bit smarter. But like I said, at that time, I just felt like, you know, Eli's absence really hurt us.
Well, in Temple, their best shooting game was 41% coming in to the contest against Tulsa, and they're shooting 52% at halftime. But here you go, early second half, getting aggressive.
Yeah, we started and we talked about, you know, driving the ball, being aggressive, and Ray had a heck of a game.
For a guy that wasn't expected perhaps not to even play in the game, he was unbelievable. New career high 20 points for him. Nice quick move. Huh?
Good quick move, good footwork, and good finish there. And, you know, he's proven that he can go either way, and that's the thing that makes him hard to guard.
Yeah, and you got a situation where you knocked it down to 14, and boy, this is a nice play by Christian Shoemate.
Yeah, just being athletic, you know, and aggressive.
And again, the Hurricane struggling a little bit at the other end, and at this point, I think you were right. Tulsa's guarding the ball pretty well, but Temple was making some hard shots.
They made some tough shots. I mean, now that's a bad play. White line helped by Austin Ritchie not getting over there, but they made some, like Perry made some really tough shots on Brandon. Nice left-hand jump hook. As I said, Ray ability to go both ways over both shoulders makes him difficult to defend.
And again, you know, you're struggling from behind, but you're battling and you're making some shots. Curtis Haywood gets that one down to knock it down to 16.
Yeah, nice pass right there to Eli. Another good shot. We're still battling. You know, I think, you know, we do cut this thing to 7, I think.
Yes.
And have a chance here late. A couple possessions after that hurt us. But that's a good skip pass to Curtis. And like I said, Curtis is shooting the ball a lot better.
But you can see the ticking of the clock is not in your favor, but you get a steal off your pressure, you get a dunk. And now you're knocking it down to 13, and they call a timeout. So there's still time, isn't there?
There's still time, and I want our guys to, you know, understand that game's not over. You just got to keep playing, and we did. Good execution right here, you know, on a back play. You know, we're down 13 with 3, and you know, there's a good execution right here in terms of driving the ball. Nice jump hook here or scoop underneath by Ray. Good pivot, kickstand.
So again, that knocks it down to 12, and you'll end up getting a turnover here. Again, your defense, your pressure defense certainly gave them some trouble, didn't it?
It did, and good play by Christian right there, and I think we got a 10-second count right there, and
yeah, and they looked at it for a while and said, nope, that's a 10-second violation, so here you go.
Yeah. I think he got fouled there, and he makes 3 of these, so it cut it to 7.
Those free throws knocking that lead down to 7, and Eli Joyner, after having foul trouble in the first half, played a good second half, totaled 15 points in the ball game, and so now it's a 7-point lead. You have the ball, and you still got a little bit of time. You only got half a minute or a little bit more than that, and they called a traveling violation. That's a tough call.
That was a tough call, and there was a lot of contact, and he's done that play a lot, not been called for travel, so it's tough to, you know, understand why that's travel some games it's not. So, but that would have been a big play because then it would have put more pressure on them. But so you can see they shot the ball way too well. You know, 39% from 3, 51% from the floor. You're not going to win many games when you give up that kind of shooting percentages against your opponent. So, but like I said, you know, 2 back-to-back games where teams got off to good starts against us, and we needed to fix that.
Yeah, and you shot only 40% in the game, but if you play great defense, sometimes 42% wins you a game on the road.
Exactly, and you know, we know defense does travel, but we haven't defended well enough those last 2 games, and we had to get back to, you know, having that kind of mentality.
And it's back, speaking of back on the road for the Hurricane as they traveled to East Carolina. We'll have highlights of that game coming up next on the Frank Haith Show.
We are the American.
What is true blue? It's true loyalty, supporting others with unwavering commitment. It's true innovation, thinking creatively and strategically to make a difference. It's true strength, taking risks and standing up for what's right. True Blue is a 125-year legacy. Find the true you at the University of Tulsa.
We're back on the Frank Haith Show, and again, we thought about the schedule at the beginning of the year, Coach, being very, very difficult. It becomes more difficult when you had all of these pauses and postponements and that sort of thing, and you end up having to go back on the road to East Carolina. Not an easy trip.
No, it's not. And I think, you know, when you look at the schedule early on, we did have a break, but we lost the home game with Central Florida. We lost the home game
with
Tulane.
Yeah.
So you compound that with more road games plugged in there because of cancellation. Made it very difficult. But we're going to play an East Carolina team that's always played us tough up there. and we had to be ready to play.
Yeah, even though Tulsa's dominated the series 22-3, you knew that East Carolina, Joe Dooley, their coach, just coming off of COVID, so he's back for his first game. You knew they would be fired up, and you guys would have to be ready to play. And Austin Ritchie gets you going.
He does. He really gets us off to a great start, and they were trapping in the post, and obviously looking at what Ray did the game before, and we started Ray. And Ray did a good job passing out of that. This is a great pass by Keyshawn Embry off the pick and roll. Ray's good hands, good finish.
9-9 score at that point, and with the game still tied, Tulsa able to take the lead on Ray Idowu again. That knee doesn't appear to be bothering him much.
I think Jeremy has done a good job there.
Jeremy Teblum, your trainer, has been outstanding, as have the entire training staff, of course, at TU during this COVID time. And there's a nice 3 for Austin again.
Yeah, that throwback off a ball screen is a big play, and there's Brandon going to the offensive glass, and I think this might have been his first bucket in the ball game.
Yeah, I think you're right, and that one gives Tulsa a 3-point lead. Moments later, backdoor cut.
Yeah, we've done a good job working on our passing and that execution of that play, and Brandon made a nice play, nice layup.
And just when you want to pull away from these guys, they go on a little bit of a run.
Yeah, that was a big shot by Suggs, and one of their better shooters. And again, there's Ray, old school Kareem Abdul-Jabbar rolling hook towards the middle.
Yeah, and that one snaps an 8-0 run for ECU. That's a really nice move by Elijah Joyner, isn't it?
Yeah, ball screen reject, going against the grain, and good finish.
And here's Austin Ritchie. You know, when you're feeling it and you're in rhythm, why not, huh?
Well, he's got a green light. You know, if he's got space, and we always tell him to look at the basket first because he's that good a shooter. I mean,
he'd end up scoring 14 in the first half for you and hit those 2 threes in a row to keep ECU at bay, and why not another Ray Idowu basket, huh?
Nice touch. That's such a tough shot, and good pass by Darren, but by Ray, and good ISO play here by Brandon, good finish. And we're going to half up 37-35.
And when you lead at halftime, you're usually pretty golden, as the Hurricane unbeaten when leading at halftime. And you see the shooting. Both teams really executed offensively, I thought, pretty well.
Yeah, you know, it was one of those games where I think they shot the ball well and knew what they wanted to do against our zone, and had some good success.
That's one of those 50-50 balls, and it's good to get that one. And Rechel with the putback.
Yeah, it's first play of the second half, and good finish. And Brandon does a good job when he gets his feet underneath him, shooting that 3, and he's shot the ball a lot better this year.
This is a game where there weren't a lot of big leads, but that was a 6-point lead at the end of that play, and now a 7-point lead at the end of the basket by Idowu.
Yeah, and this is a big rebound. We had not scored for a minute there, and Manny comes in and gets that offensive stick back, which is huge.
Yes, outstanding, and you continue. This is the good part about this, Coach, is you're seeing your team is attacking. They're getting in the paint.
Yeah, and good drive, and I love this play right here by DJ. Just aggressiveness. We knew the play, the zipper cut up the middle, and Darren read that nicely and was aggressive taking that ball, and one of our go plays right there, good execution right there, and good pass by DJ.
And again, a little bit of distance, but plenty of time for ECU, and then they would make a run, and in fact, they would take the lead on this play, and Jaden Gardner was outstanding. I mean, that's a fairly well-guarded play, right?
Yeah, he's such a tough matchup. But on this play right here, he was guarding DJ on the perimeter, which we felt like we had a little bit of advantage there, and DJ drives it and catches him on the move. And
Ray Idowu with a nice hip check, huh?
Yeah, I think he was just trying to get out of the way.
Yeah, that's it.
Good finish by DJ.
3-point play gives you the 68-65 lead. You get a stop, and again, it's Darian Jackson down the stretch, and a good pass by Brandon, and you're up 70-65.
Yeah, it was all about our defense at that point, Bruce. I think our defense kept getting stops, and then we finished, and you can see there we shot the ball extremely well in this ball game. I think we shot 71% from the free throw line too, which is important to win on the road. So, and those numbers you saw at ECU in the first half went down, and that means we played better defense in the second half.
And you had 5 players in double figures, including Darian Jackson, who had those 5 points in a row for you. He had 10 in the game, so that was good. Good balance.
Good balance. You know, Austin got us off to a good start. He and Ray. And then Darian and Eli and Brandon finished the game for us. So it was good to see those guys play well.
So a terrific road victory for the Golden Hurricane to get to 6-4 in the league and 9-6 overall. We'll be back with our final segment coming up next on the Frank Haith Show.
This February, River Spirit is sharing the love of money with some lean, mean green. It's easy to feel the love when you cash in on this sweet deal, your share of $125,000. Earn entries daily for 2 red-hot cash giveaways on February 27th. One $25,000 drawing plus a life-changing $100,000 grand prize. It's all for the love of money. Money, money, money. So take home your share of mean green. Only at River Spirit Casino Resort.
Some people deliver packages, others deliver dinner. At Williams, we deliver natural gas that's safe, clean, and affordable, and have for over 100 years. That's how we fuel the clean energy future. Williams, we make clean energy happen.
Tender Mac is back at Slim Chickens. We start with a 3-cheese blend of Parmesan, Colby, and cheddar to make our legendary Mac. And we top it off with our famous tenders and secret ingredients. Try our Tender Mac Bowl meal or our Buffalo Tender Mac Bowl meal, both served with Texas toast and a regular drink. Whether you're driving through, ordering online, or using our curbside service, Slim's has Southern comfort food covered. Download the Slim Chickens app and order online.
Some people deliver packages, others deliver dinner. At Williams, we deliver natural gas that's safe, clean, and affordable, and have for over 100 years. That's how we fuel the clean energy future. Williams, we make clean energy happen.
What is true blue? It's true loyalty, supporting others with unwavering commitment. It's true innovation, thinking creatively and strategically to make a difference. It's true strength, taking risks and standing up for what's right. True Blue is a 125-year legacy. Find the true you at the University of Tulsa.
We're back on the Frank Haith Show on our final segment, Coach. We take a look at the standings, and boy, it's jumbled up. Obviously, Houston is, they have the one loss, and that was to Tulsa. But as you look at the standings, you're at 6 and 4, just ahead of SMU at 5 and 4, and in 4th place right now.
Yeah, and we're in a good place. I mean, I think when you look at the schedule, and this is just the first half, we got another half to go, and I feel like we're in a good place based on where we're at the first half of the league schedule, and we're going to have great opportunities in our building here coming down the stretch, and hopefully we take care of business. But there's a lot of good teams in this league, and you got to be ready to play every time you lace them up. And as you see throughout the league, there's been some, Tulane goes to Temple right after we lose to Temple and beat Temple at Temple. So we got to be ready to play.
Absolutely, and the Hurricane with a home-heavy schedule coming up after 7 of the first 10 were on the road in the league. SMU coming up on Wednesday is the next game for the Hurricane. For the coach, I'm Bruce Howard. So long for now.
The Frank Haith Show, brought to you by Pepsi, Don Thornton Cadillac, TTCU, the credit union, River Spirit, and St. Francis Health System. The Frank Haith Show has been a presentation of Golden Hurricane Sports Properties and a Kane Vision production.